Hello everyone, I'm Ryan, I'm back in the garage. I've read your encouragement, I'm going to get on with it. There's no point in messing about, let's see if we can get this paintwork sorted. I don't know how, but I'm going to get started now. Right, I've decided to treat this as though it's a run. Maybe it's just in the top layers of lacquer that I applied afterwards in response to comments. So I think what I'm going to do is try and rub this back. I'm going to go back to 1500 grit. Lots of water, and if I'm lucky it's just in the surface. If I'm not, I could end up going back to bloody metal, but anyway, I need to get rid of it. Let's get started. Okay, so I've been working this with I went to 1200 in the end. 1500 was doing next to nothing, and I've been working this hard. I've been going for some time, and I've got to the point now whereby take a clean cloth and wipe it off. The scratches are no longer clearly visible. Just about make it out if I'm looking really carefully, but that's on a 1200, so I don't appear to have gone through the lacquer, at least not as far as I can tell. And they have all gone, I can't feel them anymore, whereas before they were very clearly noticeable with my fingernail. So I think I might get away with it, sort of. So I'm going to now go back up through the grates. I'm going to go back to 1500, 2000, 2.5, and see if I can get it back to a state whereby it can be cut again. And hopefully I haven't gone through anything. So let's carry on. Okay, so that's after the 1500, and I can't see those cracks anymore. Scratch to hell, there's no cracks. And down the side here as well, where I've concentrated here. Actually, I can see a little bit there still. Let's give that a little bit more attention. There and there. So that's not quite done yet. Give that a bit more. But okay, we're nearly done with the 1500, and then we'll move up again. Okay, so that's after 2000, and not too bad. Can't see any cracks or blemishes, just the surface isn't shined up yet. I think I'm okay, so let's carry on. Okay, so that's now had 2,500. It's dry, it's not polished, it's had no wax, no cut. But I think it's ready for a cut now, and let's see what happens. There's certainly no cracks in it, they're all completely gone, so fingers crossed. Okay, so that's now the finish I have, and I think I'm going to now try applying a wax to that. See if I can, there's my hand, see if I can get that to shine. But the cracks are just about all gone. Just about see a little bit up here somewhere still, but I can't feel it. I've gone as hard and as deep as I think I can for half an hour, so I'm going to try put some polish on, see what happens. So we'll try some turtle wax high gloss, see if fingers crossed it shines. Now my mudguard's got an insert which is lowered, so I've just masked off everything else, and I'm going to try a little experiment. And this could go horribly wrong, but I'm going to try and do that in a different colour. Let's see how that comes out. What have I done? This may or may not be a mistake. We will find out together. Ta-da! I have done my mudguard black and chrome. I can't get an original chrome one, but this had this indent in it, so I've masked that off and I've sprayed that in like a chrome paint and the rest in black, matching the rest of the bike. So I'll lacquer over the top and yeah, see how that looks when it's on the bike. I think it'll be alright, but who knows. It's definitely unique anyway. That's the first piece put back in place. Not attached to the seat yet, obviously. But that I'm proper happy with. That is shiny, it's smooth, it's excellent. Cool. Right, let's move on. Okay, moving on to a bit of Maguire's Gold Class. I don't know what this is going to do. Let's put some on, let it dry off, and then we'll give it a buff. And certainly the sides are looking lovely and shiny. I'm happy with that. I'm proper happy with the sides. That is good. Ooh. Hello. Just need that top to come up the same. So, yep. Well, that's getting late now. There's the tail just sat in place. The side panel. And the tank. Beginning to shine up. Not done yet, still a bit more work needed on the top, but get in there. I'll try and get a better image in the morning because I'm losing the light now. Okay, that'll do for this evening. So it's another day. I'm going to come out and have another go at it. Some of it's looking good, the back end's looking good, the side panels aren't too bad. The tank, I've left it as long as I can now, and there's further light cracking appeared here. So I think it's still in the top coat. So I'm going to have another go at rubbing this back, and hopefully if I rub it back one more time, cut it back out, that might resolve it. So let's have another attempt at this. Okay, so given this logical thought, I don't think this is a reaction between the paints, because if it was a reaction between the paints, why is there none on the sides? Exactly the same paints, but it was applied much lighter on the sides. I think I went heavier on the top. So I think it was when I did the extra lacquer on this. I think that's caused my problem. I layered it on thick. So I'm going to try and just cut this back. I'm just going to get, I don't know what, but I'll get a paper and I'll just rub this until these are all gone, and I'm hoping it won't reappear. Let's see. I'm going back hard. I'm going to go all the way back to a 400 grit on a block, and let's see if I can just get through that gently. So I know it's going to destroy the finish, but I don't care. Okay, so I've used 400 and I've taken all of the cracks out, which has left the surface quite scratched, but it still seems to be mostly just still in the top coat. So I've done it as gently as I can, and I've done all across the top, and I've done the side here where there was a little bit of cracking just down here on this side, but the rest I haven't had to touch. So I don't know what to do next. Let's see if I can start cleaning this back up again. Okay, I'm going to start trying to use some 800 now, just very lightly, just see if I can begin and just take the roughness off of it and just slowly work my way back up through the grades. So chalk and cheese at the moment. Let's see if I can get them to match. God knows. So yeah, so I was using 800 and it looks like that. That was dry. I'm now going to go 1200 wet, and let's see what happens. So again, that's the top, but that's the side. And it's wet. So let's see, the cracks are gone. Let's keep going. I read somewhere someone talking about just applying some oil to this plastic, and they were talking about just some virgin olive oil. So I'm going to try just applying a bit to a cloth and just wiping it on. I don't know what it's, I don't know if it's going to stay, I don't know if it's going to last a minute, an hour. It certainly makes it look better. Interesting. It was described as an old-time trick. Oh well, let's see if it's a trick or a con. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it this weekend. So that's looking okay again at the moment. Side panels on, back fairings on. I'm just going to leave that alone now, not touch it for a week or so, and just see if any more cracks appear. And if no cracks appear, then I think we can get on towards actually putting some wax on it and seeing if we can get it shine. And then hopefully we can get to something which, put the mudguard on, polish it up, and see what it looks like with a picture. So that'll do for now. That's me done for this weekend. So I'm gonna just let everything harden up. I'm gonna let the mudguard harden. I'm gonna let the tank just sit and make sure it doesn't craze anymore. Then I'm gonna start trying to polish it all up, and I'll fit the mudguard. So for now, thank you very much. See you next week. Please again like, subscribe, comment. You're always very welcome, and I really appreciate the help you're giving me. So thank you very much. Goodbye for now.